Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I am doing very well, I guess, or pretty well. They always say, "Are you rested? Well rested? Very well rested?" You know, when you get plenty of sleep. So, on a scale of that, I guess I'm very well. Not maybe very, very well. But I was going to cover something. This is not part of the series. This will be just a standalone video on this one subject. A lot of people are still talking to me about my challenge I did in November, where I walked 61, 610,000 steps, whatever, over 200 miles. I did that in 1 month. That's a lot. A lot of people say, "Wow, if I walk, walking 6,000 steps a day is a lot," and it is. This is not anything about. It's just all about what I did. So 6,000 steps. That's 6,000 steps. Now people say, "Well, that's not very much. You should do 10." Well, I was walking 25,000, sometimes 24,000. At least 20,000 steps, 20,003. I think I needed to get 20,330 in order to get my number a day. So I don't tell the people that are doing 10,000 that are bad mouthing those that are doing 6,000. I said, well, I walked 25,000 steps today. You walked 10,000. That's 2.5 days I did in one day. So people always do that to each other, and we should not do that. We should encourage people to do the best they can. Someone might only be able to walk 6,000 steps. Some people, when they first start doing exercise, can't even do anything out of the chair. They have called like chair aerobics, chair weightlifting, chair just cardio, moving the arms or whatever, and that's all they can do. So the doctor probably told them that's what you can do, or the trainer or the program they're in. Maybe they're saying, hey, you can walk. We don't want you to walk more than 1,000 steps a day, 5 days a week. So maybe that's what they can do. Maybe they can do 5,000 steps a week. Well, that's what they can do. That's their journey, their challenge, and that's what they do. So we really shouldn't be doing that to people, but people do that all the time, all the time. One thing when I lost all the weight, people said to me, "It's really great you don't judge others." And I said, well, really, the truth is all about me. It sounds selfish, but this is my journey. So I can't really judge anyone because I don't really know what they're doing. If they say, "Should I do this?" I say, "I don't know." That's my big thing. I just don't know. Someone was talking about walking as far as I did. Should they do that? So if you ask your doctor, the doctor most likely, if you're very heavy, is going to say no. A lot of times it's not necessarily the strenuous, how strenuous it is to walk. It's how far away from home you get, or how far away you get from. Now we can carry cell phones, but how far away are you from some kind of medical attention if you need it? Some young people are dying now. A 27-year-old model, Lisa Marie Presley. All of them are dying in their 20s, the 50s. In that age range, young people are dying of different things. And somebody said, "Well, it's the jab." I don't know. Maybe it is. Like I said, I just don't know. Maybe it's COVID. Maybe they did something that caused a heart attack. Maybe there's fentanyl. Maybe there's so many terrible things out there. Suicides are up. I don't know if they're up, but with us having so much social media and constant news available for us, maybe they're not up. Maybe it's just we hear about them more often, and that's always been a kind of thing that we get more and more into total daily, every minute news. That's been addressed. Is it more, or are we hearing about it more? Are these mass shootings up? These ones during the Depression, people would jump off of the Golden Gate Bridge, for example, or jump off of this bridge, or jump off of the skyscraper. Now they shoot their whole family and then themselves. So it's terrible, just terrible. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I talked about that in an earlier video about COVID, and they said a lot of this stuff is happening due to COVID. People being isolated for 2 years, and they get out, and they don't really have a way of dealing with things, and that could be true. I just don't know. But I never want to judge anybody on what they do. So I did that challenge. It was big. Was it too big? Maybe. I don't think it was, once again, being this strenuous nature of walking. What my problem I found was I had no time for my feet to heal. I got a little blister, and that's what started me with the situation when in the end of 2018, where I almost lost my leg. I had a little blister, and that's all you need when you're a diabetic, and maybe some other conditions, but I know diabetics, it doesn't take much. Your bone in your foot is very, very close in your toe. It's very close to the surface, and I got very, very sick and almost lost my leg. So luckily I did not. I mean, not luckily. Thank God I did not. I had, like I said earlier, 6 weeks of 4 IVs every day at home. I was in the hospital for 9 days. If it wasn't for being a veteran, I never would have been able to afford that. Thank you to all you out there that pay your taxes, because if it wasn't for you, I would have one less leg. I probably would be dead. My medication is very expensive that I take, and it's free for me, free, because I served a country, and thank you all for out there serving your country as well, for whatever you do, whatever you can do to help the country. The country is just a big group of people that are living in the same area. Whatever you do to help, if you drop off some canned goods, if you help maybe a person that's homebound, bring them some groceries, maybe you help someone paint their wall, who knows, pushed a car that broke down, help someone change a tire, whatever that you do. Thank you so much for that as well. But if it wasn't for everyone out there that did this, I would not be I would not be able to walk. I couldn't walk those miles because I would have had some kind of obstacle. Either I have an artificial leg, or I'm in a wheelchair, so I wouldn't be able to do that. So a lot of people ask me still to this day, that's one of the number one things. People are asking me a lot of things like my diet and my exercise. People on Facebook will sometimes get mad. They'll say, just tell me what to do. Well, first of all, I can't just tell you what to do. And second of all, I can't just tell you, hey, watch my videos. Watch one video on exercise and one video on diet, and you'll be okay. You're going to be okay. Again. No. First of all, I have no idea. What if you're allergic to something? And one of the problems with being diabetic is a lot of the stuff that's good for non-diabetics are not necessarily good for me. A banana, for example, I used to love eating bananas. I think they're really good, but any of the sweet fruits I can't really have. Apples, orange juice, those are things I really enjoyed. No more. I used to like eating raisins. I used to take Ritz crackers, put some peanut butter, and throw some raisins on there, put another Ritz cracker on. Loved it. No more. No more oatmeal with raisins. No more Raisin Bran. No more sugary cereals. Nothing. All that stuff has to go away for me. Now, for you, it might be just fine. I don't drink any of those like Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi or Diet anything that has that artificial stuff. I just drink iced tea. I covered that before. People ask me, what do I drink? There's a video on the channel that talks about that. So for me, there's a lot of things I have to avoid that otherwise would be good. Some types of exercise, even they say it's not really that good. You should just walk. That's what they tell me to do. They may tell you to do something different. I don't know. Like I said, this is about me, not about you, not about you behind you, not about you, your friend, your other friend. I just don't know. So there's a lot of information out there, especially with the internet today. Some of them, like American with Diabetes, I go to WebMD, American Heart Association. All of those have really good programs. And then I ask my doctor, hey, what do you think about this program? So a lot of times now I kind of know what they're going to say yes to and what they're going to say no to. If I said, hey, I want to walk 610,000 steps in a month, I know they're going to say no. No, don't do it. But I did it. And I accomplished it. My biggest fear was if I started out there and walk all those steps and don't make it. My goal. What if I don't make my goal? Because I really don't make goals. I try to challenge myself to do better. My total goal is not to weigh a certain amount, to have this or this or this. My goal is to have healthy blood sugar, healthy blood pressure, healthy cholesterol levels, a healthy weight. It's so much more than that. So what I want to do is I want to be more healthy than I used to be. And in the future, I want to improve the health that I have now. So in the future, I'll say, man, I'm glad I'm better than I was January 2023. Now I'm saying, boy, I'm glad I'm a lot better than I was back, 2018, 19, or whatever it was when I started getting a lot of these medical conditions. So that's what's most important to me. So weighing myself on the scale, people have asked me about that, the scale. So what we're talking about right now is I did the challenge. I did that challenge in November. Why? I was turning 61. And I thought, what can I do? I'm not a rich man. Can't go out and donate, $610,000 to charity. I can't, record a song that's going to sell 610,000 copies. I can't do any of that kind of stuff. I'm not a singer. I'm not a dancer. I'm a little bit of an actor. I'm a big guy, a little bit of acting, little minor roles. Cover that in some of those in the back. What did I do in the way of eating on set? So what can I do? So I made myself a challenge to walk 610,000 steps. I'm thinking about in the future maybe try to walk 1 million steps in a month. But I don't know. I'd have to really get my feet in order. I didn't do any preparation for this walk. I was already walking, 10,000 steps a day. And then from the 31st to the 1st, I just tripled it, or 2.5 times it, I guess. And then I tripled it some days. And, you don't always get 10,000 steps. Sometimes I get less. But I had some big days on that, and I made videos of every single night for 30 nights. If you go on there, you'll see those. I call them birthday month walking challenge nightly updates, and you can see that a lot of interesting things happened. Yeah, I found weed, fell on my face, saw a lot of crazy things out there, a lot of unhoused individuals, as we call them now. Saw different animals. You know, I saw a bear. I saw hawks today. I saw a condor out there flying around. Boy, they don't even have to move their wings. They get up there. All they do is they get up there and then they just chill. They just make a small circle, then a bigger circle, and a bigger circle. So I don't know what they're looking for. I think they eat only dead animals or people or whatever. It's sad, but I guess that's true. I think they're a vulture, aren't they? I don't know. Are they a vulture? Buzzard? I don't know. But anyway, there's one of those, I think one of the California condor. They're so beautiful up there. Then you look at them, they go, man, you got an ugly face, bird. But I love them. Love looking at those kind of birds. I can go out on the trail and there'll be a woodpecker, and I can spend 30 minutes watching the woodpecker. The other day I saw a baby fawn, and I had to pull over and just sit and watch it. Beautiful, making sure no bear or bobcat or mountain lion got it. Probably the mom was out grazing somewhere and they hide the babies. I guess the babies aren't very fast in the open field, and a coyote or a mountain lion or even a bear could catch them. So that was going on. So what I decided to do now, since that challenge is over and I accomplished it, woohoo, I am going to do a fundraiser. I'm not starting the fundraiser. It's not my fundraiser personally, but I'm going to do the fundraiser for the St. Jude's challenge. This is the February challenge. They want you to walk 50 miles with your dogs. And so I love dogs. There's videos of the dogs back here. They just made wine commercials. A wine commercial yesterday. If you go onto the playlist and you see Sweetie Pea and Chloe making a wine commercial, their mommy's on there too, but they made wine commercials. And they did some other stuff for a couple of game shows. Can't really discuss it yet, but they did a couple other things like that. And they filmed yesterday. We also have the big dog. Her name is Ellen. Sadly, she didn't make it to make the cut for the wine commercial because they had to be held. She will sit in your lap, but she's lab pit mix, and she's a little bit big for Emily, my friend, who has a video back that way on mushroom coffee. So we did that, and they're ready to walk. We'll just have to start slow. It's only they want you to walk 50 miles. I'm going to walk 66 miles because that's 50 miles for the walk, and then I walked an extra 2 miles for each of my rescue animals. I think that's how I came with the number. But anyway, I'm going to do 66 miles in the month of February. Now, February's a little bit shorter month, so I'll have to walk, 2, maybe 3 miles a day, or some days I might be able to walk 10. If I walk from my house to down the trail and back, that's 5 miles. So I can do that. I've done that before, not on this challenge, but another dog challenge we did. I walked from the bottom of the trail, to the trail and back 5 miles. Then at nighttime we'd do it again, so we get a total of 10 miles in a day. So that'll get done pretty quickly at 66 miles. So I'm going to do that with the 3 dogs. So there are 2 senior dogs and 1 kind of a fat dog. Her name is Chloe. There's videos of them. Like I said, I keep always back there because I'm not sure which way you need to hit. But if you hit playlist, you're going to see one of the dogs helping me. You'll see one of a big owl that tries to eat little dogs. He didn't say he does that, or she, or it, or they, whatever you call it. That owl person, animal, didn't say, hey, I'm going to go eat a dog, but I grabbed the 2 small dogs and got out of there. They came back to look at it when the dogs were secured. I can protect the dogs from an owl attack. If the dogs are on the leash and the owl comes down, I'm going to win. Well, I just don't want to hurt an owl. I don't want an owl to claw at one of the dogs. Then I can get away with them, and I don't want to have to hurt an owl. So there's videos about owls and all that back that way. If you don't have an animal and you want to do this challenge, you can go to some of the shelters and ask them if you can volunteer as a dog walker. There's still time. Today's the 24th. Yeah, 24th. I'll be up early tomorrow, 25th. Today's the 24th, so you still have all the rest of this month, and then go volunteer to be a dog walker at one of your shelters around you. Now we call them animal care centers, I think, ACCs. I don't know. They always change their name. It was the dog pound and then the shelter, whatever. So anyways, they call it the dog pound. They have other animals too. If you don't have an animal, you don't have to have a dog. This is a dog walking challenge, but it's really about fundraising for St. Jude's. I don't know too much about St. Jude's. I know that I looked them up on Charity Navigator. 85% of every dollar goes to help with research and to save the lives of children. That can't be a bad thing. I don't know their politics. Do they like Trump? I don't know. Do they like Joe Biden? I don't know. How about Kamala Harris? Maybe they like Kamala Harris. Maybe they like Robin Williams. I don't know who they like. It doesn't matter. They're going to help the kids. I like walking dogs. I need exercise. So that's what I did. So I'll show you my fundraising. I have a page on the Facebook. I'm going to move it down here. Facebook challenge, and I'll show that page, and I'll put the link down below. Trying to raise not a whole lot of money. I'm just trying to raise $264. I've done the challenge before for best friends, and I think I tried to raise 2,000, and I think I got 800. So this is a goal that they came up with for the challenge. Yeah, maybe that's what I did. 264. I might have added $2. I don't know. Whatever. They want you to raise a certain amount of money. I got 37 I've raised so far. You can raise money before it starts even, so it hasn't been shaved. I don't think it you can raise money before. You don't have to raise that much money. You can put $50 yourself, and they're gonna be happy to get it, and go out there and enjoy walking. So let me show you this real quick. Gotta make sure when I turn the camera around, I don't point at my dirty underpants or something like that. This is my page on Facebook, 50-mile dog walk challenge, and I'm going to walk 66 miles. I say that already, like I'm confident I will walk that, but I guess if I can walk over 200 miles in a month, I can walk 66 in a month on Facebook. And this is, I'm calling it a little teeny pink tripod. It looks like it's for our smallest dog. Her name is Sweetie Pea. Looks like her. I put a little video of myself talking about that there. This is my Facebook link. I'll put it down there. So if you want to donate, I'm not saying you have to donate. I'm not saying anything. This is, like I said, this is my page, my challenge, my channel. It's all about me. But I am going to walk this. So if you can donate a couple bucks, please do so. Just throw it on there. And that'd be great. That's going to help them. I'm not going to get anything out of it except for the fact that I get to walk, which is good. I say that I'm not getting out. I mean, I'm not going to gain anything financial from doing it, but I'm going to walk. I'm going to raise funds. I'm going to walk with the dogs. I've already raised funds, as you can see. Where is it? Yeah, I've raised $37, and here we are. I think I raised that. I don't know. 43 days are left. I think I raised that last week. Maybe about 10 days ago. I think I raised that about 10 days ago. So I'm doing okay. I'll be okay. So if you can't help, and I understand, believe me, I understand. I've been in a situation where I'm like, wow, not only I'm not going to have enough money for rent, I don't think I have enough money for a loaf of bread and some peanut butter to get me to the day rent's due. So I'm not saying you better give me some money. But if you want to donate some money to that, it's great. You can go to my Facebook page. Let me do that again. I'll put that, but you can hit the link. You can also hit this donate button, and I don't know what they call the Facebook challenge. It's on my Facebook. So if you go to my Facebook, is David. Just if you look up David Vance Gardner, you'll find it. That's me holding one of our dogs. I didn't put that photo there for the challenge. That's just my screenshot, or what is it called, my face picture, whatever it's called, on there. So I'll put all that information down in the comments, or you can see what that was if you want to donate, and you can see it right there. The facebook.com/donate, and then there's a long number right there. Oh, my Facebook is, I'll do it again. There's my Facebook, David Vance Gardner. There's a lot of David Gardners out there. There's a lot of David Vances out there. When I joined the Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, I did not have to change my name. So if you ever want to look me up on the Screen Actors Guild website or the AFTRA, it's all together now, SAG-AFTRA. I didn't have to change my name. If my name was David Smith, I'm sure that would be gone. David Gardner was gone. David Vance was gone. I think it maybe Vance Gardner. It's kind of weird not to call yourself by your own name. But my name is David Vance Gardner, and that's on there. My phone number is on that. I made videos before where I put my phone number in there. If you want to send me anything, if you want to call me. If you call me, you'll have to leave a message because I have to screen my calls. I get so many. My car warranty, my student loans, I don't know, my menstrual cycle, whatever. None of it's true. So I don't really have a menstrual cycle. I guess I could in today's world, but you get all that stuff: breast implants, breast reduction, hair. I definitely need that. Too expensive. So I'm not asking for donations for getting my hair done, but I get rid of this gobble neck. I've been looking for. If you know a good neck exercise, not surgery, let me know down below. But yeah, put my phone number on there if you want to call me. There is a bike company that wants me to try their spin bike. They're going to give me a spin bike and spin shoes, and they have a big screen on it, not like the small one. Not to say anything bad about Peloton. I've tried that. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good workout. Wow. They have a smaller screen. This is a bigger screen, and you get diabetes, you get a little older. Maybe it's good to get that big screen so you can read what they're talking about when they're telling you we're gonna make it harder, we're gonna make it easier. I don't think they ever said they're gonna make it easier, but anyway, they want to give me the bike, and then they want me to make a couple of videos about how I like the bike. Now, if I like it, I'll say I like it. If I don't like it, I'll say I don't like it. I'm sure there's gonna be things I love about it, things I like about it, things I don't really like about it too much. I doubt there'll be anything I hate about it. Because I like to exercise. I think it's fun, and it'd be kind of fun to get the spin bike. The reason I don't ride bikes as much as I used to, well, one, didn't have a driver's license when I was a kid, and I rode it everywhere I went. But the reason I don't ride bikes as much is because you're not supposed to do well, I'm not supposed to do too much exercise where I'm sitting down. So for me, it's treadmill, it's ellipticals, it's steppers, if I go to the gym. Otherwise, it's just walk. And I have to really watch my feet, because I did ruin my feet. I didn't have to get a foot cut off or a toe cut off. I didn't even have to go to the hospital. But it took me 14 days for my feet to heal after that last walk. And that's what's treating it every single night. After about the second week, every night I had to stop, treat it, change socks, bloody socks, blood everywhere. I mean, it was gory. So it's healed up now, and I'm going to start a new walk. And I'm sure what I'm going to do with this one is, before I even go, I'm going to wrap my toes on both feet, and I'm going to do that. I'm just going to precautionary. I already told the doctors at the VA I'm doing it. They're gonna send me some more supplies. Hopefully you guys don't think that's frivolous for me to say, please send me some supplies, and I know I'm gonna need them because I'm doing this walk. Some people might say that's not really good, you shouldn't do that, it's costing taxpayer money. They're probably right, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm gonna try to raise some funds for children that need it. If you can help, please do. If you can't help, that's fine too. If you can help and you don't want to help, that's also fine. A lot of people say, well, David, you do these fundraisers, you want us to help. Well, of course I want you to help. Duh. Do I not like you if you don't help? No. If you tell me, David, I can't afford to help, and I know that you can, I'll think to myself, oh, okay. And then later I go, man, what a liar. But it's none of my business. If you don't want to help, maybe you don't like St. Jude. Maybe you don't like children. Maybe you don't like helping children with cancer. Maybe you do. Maybe you love it. There was a couple of charities where people have asked me, that wanted me to ask them to donate. And people say, I'm not going to donate that. That's based on this. I try to help the organizations. They'll help everyone. If it's one group that only helps one kind of thing, I usually don't get involved in that. So if I donate to, let's say, World Vision or Salvation Army, Christian-based Oxfam or anything like that, it doesn't have to be Christian-based, but based on something. There's one right back here. You can see some of the things we got for donating money to World Wildlife. A lot of people say, please don't send me the teddy bear, don't send me the t-shirt or whatever. The Rolling Stones did not send me this t-shirt, so hey, if you guys know Mick, tell him send me a t-shirt. But I usually ask them not to send that to me, but then I found out this. I don't know if you guys know this, a lot of them, they'll say that's donated to us. Like I said, I don't want you guys to send me a $25 teddy bear, and when I donate $25, in other words, I'm buying a teddy bear from you, and so I don't want that teddy bear. No, those are donated. That's all donated stuff. So if they send you a calendar or a hat or a keychain, I've got everything from dream catchers to God's eyes to teddy bears to this guy. He's what is he called? He's not a bobo. I can't remember what he's called. But anyway, he's not a baboon. The one right there, he's checking the blood pressure of this guy next to him, which I got. Someone gave that to me. That's a Gans Valentine's thing. It spins around and it dances. Someone gave that to me. But I have a small area, so everything's kind of cluttered. But yeah, so that stuff's donated, and we're gonna get a little bandana to put on our dogs. We have 2 small dogs, 1 big dog, so I don't know if it'll fit on the big dog, but I know it'll fit on the small ones. And that's all they're giving us is way of a product, which is good. So the more we raise, the more we can help. And if you want to help, please do. If you don't want to, don't. If you can't afford it, don't do it. If you can afford it, you don't want to, don't do it. Just don't do it. I got $37 in there. If I have to, I'll throw $50 of my own money. and I asked my mom and people close to me, can they donate as well? And 85 cents for every dollar, and that's about it, guys. Thanks a lot for listening. If you have any questions, put it down there. If you want to know about the spin bike that I'm getting, and what that's all about, I'll let you know. I'm not gonna tell you what it is now because I don't think they want me to until I get it and I try it for a little while. Then I make my first content on that, with content video, whatever. It's user generated content, UGCs. I shoot a lot of those for acting, so this is something new for products that, not that I personally endorse on that. That just once they pay me to say, hi, my name is Bill and I have no hair and I wear a wig or whatever they want me to do. But this one here is going to be a bike. I'm going to try it. If I like it, I'll let you know. If I feel it works, I think it monitors everything. So get my heart rate up in that good rate. How many miles do I need to go to equal the amount of miles I walk? Whatever, I don't know. I'll figure out the formula and I'll let you know if I liked it or not. So anyway, I'm gonna close this down right now. It's been about 25 minutes, 25 and a half minutes by the time I'm done saying goodnight. It'll be 26 minutes. I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to be out of the house by 6:30, and that's tough. One thing, if you're diabetic or if you have medicine, sometimes it's tough. You gotta say, okay, I'm gonna be gone all day, so let me put some medicine in here and in here for taking before food, with food, and then then I gotta do this and do that. So I have to get up in the morning, take my before food medicine, get dressed, eat a little something, take my medicine with food, and then leave. And then hopefully they have food available to where I can do my other eating. And I'll be home around 8. Then the next day, I have a little job working for the federal government that I will be going through training. There's the same training, and I've done it 4 times. So it was kind of boring the first time, but the 4th time, man, you gotta stay awake. It's a good temporary job, but you gotta stay awake to do it. So anyway, everybody have a great night. It is now Tuesday night, going into Wednesday, and I will be back on with another video. I think we're gonna be talking about diabetes on the next one. I think that's what they want to do. Someone was asking me to talk about pets and how the pets help me. But I do put a lot of videos about pets because pets help me. I don't know if they help you, but in my journey, pets have been very important to me. Animals, go to the zoo, go to the SeaWorld, wherever. Been very helpful. So anyway, everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for listening. If you want information on the bike, if you want to ask me about any questions, what do you want to do for working out? What about dogs? What about cats? What are the animals I have? How do I take care of any of that kind of stuff? And someone asked me to do one about these balls I make for sick dogs, and it's kind of my own recipe, and I also tweak the recipe depending on what the dog needs. If it's an older dog, if it's a teeth issue, I kind of do that. So I don't really cook for myself, and these aren't really, well, I do cook for myself, but I don't make yummy snacks. But these are raw, and some people say don't give your dog raw food. Some people say do. I've had no problems with it, and so it's a raw based product that I make for the dogs. I don't sell it, but people have asked me to make a video for it. And if you'd like to see the video for that, let me know. Let me know what you want. What do you guys want me to do? Someone wants to see all of my daily supplements laid out and talk about how I take them, how I move them, how I'm ready to, how do I stay organized. Like I said, I'm not smart enough to be this sick. I'm not organized to be this sick, so I had to stop being this sick. Thank you very much. Have a great night.